Good evening, one and all. This is David Daniels, aka The Shy Man, live on my Caesar Wisdom Facebook Live. Just gone 9:30. It is Tuesday, the 14th of February, St. Valentine's Day, and I'm blessed, I'm privileged to be here to bring you another Caesar Wisdom. For those of you who don't know who I am, like I say, my name is David Daniels. That's my legal name. But on social media, when I do Facebook Lives, I go by the name of The Shy Man. Basically, The Shy Man is my tag, my label to encapsulate, to kind of remind me my journey I took from when I was a child and in my early adulthood, being shy, being crippled by shyness, just literally me not being the person that I am or who I deserve to be. Hey Ali, thanks for joining. Good evening. It's nice seeing you briefly on Saturday. From going from that to me starting to fulfill my potential, which we all have inside of us, I think is a God-given potential inside all of us, and to show people through doing public speaking on Facebook Live, that journey in between, that's kind of developed now, so I kind of share what I've learned in my life, what I continue to learn, and I just put it out there. So hopefully one of you will take a seed and pour water in it and it grow and blossom into making something better of your life. Thanks Raquel for joining as well. Hope Jazzy Hearts as well, send them my love. And so that's why I call myself The Shy Man. I've been doing this since July last year, and it's all about me taking action. I've been one for procrastination, waiting till things are perfect, and there's no such thing as perfect. But when I decided to do this, I decided I was just going to do it. I was just going to do it. And if you watch, I think I've done nearly 80 videos now, 80 of these. You'll see ones where it's upside down. There's plenty of mistakes have been made, been rough around the edges. Even now, you see some people doing Facebook Live. They've got the glossy background and everything. I just go with it, because for me and my brain, I have to take action. I have to take action. If I start thinking about things being perfect, then you wouldn't see me on here. So that's just a short introduction. You can watch all my previous videos on Facebook Live, and it's on YouTube as well. If you go on my profile, there's a link on the YouTube. You can watch them all there as well. Karim, good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice birthday. Hey, Jen. How you doing? Keeping your family in my prayers at the moment. Hope everything works out there. So tonight's Facebook Live. Don't get me wrong as well. I'm not always going to be doing like this. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. I want things to get better. So one refinement I've made is, when I first started out, I'd be talking for like 40-50 minutes. Seems kind of ironic for someone who's been shy. And then I tried to keep it down to half an hour. But observing other people, I believe I can make an impact in 15 minutes. So that's what we're going for. To make an impact in 15 minutes, also because I value your guys' time as well. There's lots of people doing Facebook Lives, YouTube, podcasts. There's a lot of noise in our lives, so I really value the time. So I don't want to take up more of your time than I need to. So tonight's video, I've called it Extracising, and it wasn't a typo. It's Extracising, E-X-T-R-A, the word extra, and then I put sizing together. I love words. I love playing around with words, mixing words up. Words are powerful. The words that we use ourselves, the words that we say when we talk to ourselves, and we all talk to ourselves, some out loud, some maybe internally, they're very important. There's a saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Totally untrue. And that's from someone who's, I've been bullied as well, so I definitely put my hand up and say that saying is just not true. Words are very, very powerful. We need to be really careful about the words that we use on others and on ourselves as well. So the reason I'm using the word exercise, we all know what exercising is, but are you exercising? What do I mean by that? Are you doing extra things in your life to get to where you want to be? Example I give of that is in my own life, is I started a business back in October. It's a property related business. Still getting things off the ground. There was a bereavement. My dad died in November, so I had to kind of put that on hold. Now, I've taken on this business. It's a startup business, and I'm working full time. I have a family, I have a wife, I have 3 children. I've got responsibilities as a son as well, a brother, as a church member. So you can look at it in one sense and think, I haven't really got time to do the business. but the plan is for the business to replace my full-time income at work. But in order to do that, I've got to do some extra things. If I just leave work, I haven't got any money. So I need the business to be earning income before I can leave my workplace. And that's the plan anyway. So in order for me to get the business going, I have to do some extra things. And one key thing that really helped me was on the training I went for. The lady who was training basically gave us a sheet, simple sheet with the numbers 1 to 30 down the side. And she said, right, well, I want you to write one action plan that you're going to take every day for the next 30 days. And it could be something as simple as ringing, ringing a company to find out how to set up a business. Something really simple, something ordinary such. It's not ring 50 people or talk to them about your business. A series of small steps. And it's been amazing. I'm a kind of person who's kind of sometimes all or nothing. So if I want to do something, I want to do it all at once, or I'm doing nothing at all. And this, I've really had to learn to take small, consistent steps. And it's been a learning journey for me, but it's one that I've really benefited from. So now I'm at the stage of my business now. I've got a website. I'm fully regulated, because what I'm doing, you have to be is advisable to be regulated. So I'm fully regulated. I've got the telephone number set up. I'm pretty much good to go. It's about me now getting on the phone and talking to people and promoting my business, which I will do in due course. But that's taken from October to where are we for February now, and that's with me putting things on hold as well. So that's been a little extra steps, almost daily, on a daily consistent basis to get to that stage. Ordinary stuff you might think, nothing groundbreaking, nothing amazing. I've been posting on Facebook, I've got this brand new business, look how fabulous it is, I'm making X amount of money. Haven't made any money today, but I've put those steps in place to build that solid foundation. So taking that example, I want you guys to think about what are the extra things that you can do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to make changes in the life that you want to make. It could be waking up an extra 10 minutes early, or waking up an extra 10 minutes early, and just maybe sitting down and just being quiet for 10 minutes before your day begins. You could spend an extra 10 minutes when you get up just reading something, or just writing down your thoughts, writing down what your hopes are for the day, just having a think. Hey John, thanks for joining. Evening sir, how you doing? Been a while. Hope you and the family are well. It could be getting off a bus stop, I don't know, an extra stop early, and spending the 10 extra minutes walking to work and building up your fitness that way, rather than going to the gym for hours and hours on end. Small, simple, ordinary stuff, groundbreaking stuff, not the kind of stuff you're going to probably be posting on Facebook. Hey, look at this amazing, I woke up 10 minutes early. It's just ordinary, maybe you might call it mundane stuff. But if you do that consistently over a period of time, I believe you will get to where you want to get, closer to where you want to be, or a lot closer if you hadn't done anything. And the words, and I use the word extracising, I also, again, playing on the words, is if you do a lot, I believe if you do a lot of extraordinary things, your situation, you will become extraordinary. There you go. I thought it was clever anyway. So the word extraordinary is made up of the two words extra and ordinary. Taking extraordinary steps, I believe, will make you extraordinary. So I'm a big sports fan, so football is my game. And there's a team called Manchester United. I not support them in any way, shape or form, but there was a period of time where, now a football game is 90 minutes long, they would be losing games, they'll be drawing games, and then like in the 89th minute, in the 90th minute, sometimes when it went to extra time, in the 91st minute, they score a goal, they'll score 2 goals, they win a game. Yeah, it happened once, you can say it's a one-off, it's a novelty, but they were doing this time and time and time again, to the point it wasn't a fluke, it was in there, it was in the mental frame of mind that they were going to keep going, they were going to keep going, keep plugging away until they got the desired outcome. So after a while, people look at them and think, oh, that's extraordinary, they keep doing that, it's extraordinary, but they just took a step of extra, keep going, ordinary steps, to the point where it was, when it got to the point where when they did it, you wasn't surprised anymore. They'd score in the last minute of the game. So many occasions they've done it, just taking those extra steps. So I'm going to leave this brief. I'm going to leave you with that. Maybe if you're watching this and think it's a bit of fun, maybe some of you will think of it and take a step. The other change I've made now is because there's loads of people doing motivational stuff. There's stuff you can watch on YouTube and that, but I don't see a lot of people. What tends to happen is you watch the stuff, you think it's good, or whatever. You go to seminar, you go to church for a preach, you think it's great, it's fantastic. You then get back into everyday life, and that feeling, that motivation goes as you go back into everyday life. And then if you're going to church, for example, you go back next week, you hear you preach, you hear you talk, you get pumped up again, or you go to the next seminar, you get filled up again, and then slowly life edges away at you, and it kind of goes into a circle. I don't want you to do that when you're watching me. If you feel this is of value, if you feel this is of use to you, I'm going to give you homework. And like a teacher said, it's something you might be growing in, it's for your own good. So I call it the Shaman Takeaway. I started last week. So if anything else, I want you to take away something from this message if it feels relevant to you. My Shaman's Takeaway this week is for you just to think of one extra thing that you can do and then decide how often you're going to do it. You're going to be once a day, it could be once a week, it could be once every 2 weeks, it could be once a month. Think of one extra thing you can do. Write it down, whatever way you want to do it. Do a tick sheet, so every day you do it or every week you do it, tick. The more senses you engage, the more powerful you're going to be building up a new habit. They say it takes 21 to 30 days to build up a new habit. So think of one extra thing that you're going to do that's going to help you get to where you want to, and do it, and that's the Shaman's Takeaway for this week. If anything, if you think anything of this message or whatever, then John is saying, you're in deepest, darkest wells in the moment, and in and out signal. Family say hi back. Cream crackered after conquering black mantis. Bless you, brother. Keep it coming. Thank you, John. Thank you for that encouragement. And hope your family have a good time. Imagine you're on there for half term in sunny Wales. I don't know if it's sunny or not, actually. So yes, Shaman's Takeaway. Think of one extra thing you can do, then do it, and do it, and do it, and do it until it becomes extraordinary. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the likes. If you feel this message is of benefit to anyone, then please share it. If there's one person, and that's another thing. If you share it, just write one sentence on why you're sharing it. Take that extra step and share it with them, and tell them why you're sharing it, why you feel this message may be relevance to them at this particular moment in their life. And I appreciate all your love and support. How long will we be going for? 13 minutes. I'm going to love you and leave it at that. Finally, I'm going to say, I also do a Facebook Live on a Sunday called Prayer Time. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Christian. I follow God and I follow Jesus Christ. They've enabled me to become extraordinary in what I'm doing with Caesar Wisdom. But on Sunday night, as part of what I do praying, I pray on Facebook Live. I pray for whoever wants prayers. If you know someone who wants prayers, if you want prayer yourself, then join me on Sunday night on Facebook Live. If you can't join me, then send me a message beforehand. I do pray publicly, so unless you tell me you want your prayers, you don't want your name to be known, I will pray for you publicly. If you want me to pray anonymously, then I'll do that as well. I'll pray anonymously for you. But that's Sunday night, Facebook Live. I'll call it Prayer Time. But if not, join me next week, 9:30 Tuesday, God willing, for another Caesar Wisdom. Shaman is out. The Shaman smile. Adios.